Basically, a typical day at the National Soccer School starts off with attendance. We make sure that everybody's marked in before starting. Then, of course, like any serious sport, there's a need to do a proper warm-up, which means warming up the muscles and then stretching. And this is something that we definitely do not take for granted, and I think it should be implemented at as early as 6 years old. After that, what we do is every day at the National Soccer School is we incorporate a different skill. So whether it's heading, kicking, running with the ball, dribbling, or shooting, every day we focus on one drill. We introduce it verbally, and then we do demonstrations. Following that, we introduce the skill. So for instance, if we're doing shooting today, we will talk about shooting, we will introduce it, we will tactically design a drill that will enable players to understand how to shoot a ball properly. They will practice, and after that, we will test them to give them feedback on whether or not they're doing it right, or if they're not doing it right, what can they do to do it better.
Keep going. Ball's in the air. That's it, attaboy.
Following that, we usually have a water break. Following that, we will have lunchtime. They need to replenish on the food and on the energy that they've lost. We always give a recess. We think it's important. I mean, soccer school should be fun as well, so it's instructional, but also it is fun. So these are things that we take very seriously. After lunch break, what we do is, having introduced the skill, what we like to do is put them more in game situations where they will actually be within the context of a game and have to use that skill. For instance, if the theme of the day was passing, well, during these game situations, what we will do is, instead of counting points in terms of how many goals a team has compared to another team, we will say, for instance, if you could string 5-6 passes together, well, that counts for a goal. So what we try to do is use the skill that we've introduced that day and implement it in a game situation. And then we usually finish it off with a nice open field game. Often the kids call it the World Cup. We try to separate the teams, give them country names in order to make it more interesting. And of course, finally, is the checkout time, where my well-deserved instructors are able to finally rest and themselves replenish on water and food. One of the things that we value at the soccer school is for the kids to actually have fun. We provide an instructional environment, but we also want them to have a good time.
Now guys, I want it really, really loud. Okay, really, really, really loud. 1, 2, 3.